Greetings there, people of YouTube. This is Essence of Thought here, doing what was meant to be a list of comments but turned out into a full video script in response to Zweema's video, Thoughts on a Debate with Atheists by Jason Burns. Quite frankly, I want my 39 minutes back, but oh well. Here we go. Please watch his video if you are capable, but remember, this is mostly a commented response to him, hence the clumsy opening that's about to follow. The only agenda is getting Christianity out of the laws which rule over my life. Sorry if my urge to have the right to marry gets in the way of your bigotry. All of the people there knew about the Bible. If you couldn't answer, what does that mean about your part? I had been studying as well for my A-level exams coming up, but I still stayed longer than you. You also bring bias. You are not immune, and were in fact displaying by furthest the highest amounts of it on the show. Science, however, is objective. Science doesn't hate, love, or have prejudice. Evolution does have a reason for living. If you don't, your species dies out, ergo it doesn't evolve. The continuation of survival is required for it. Also, as an atheist, I am an individual, so what other atheists say does not reflect upon me. That's the beauty of being an individual. You follow a textual dogma called the Bible. As for the guy that all the atheists apparently have turned away from, I can explain those things he supposedly cannot. Do you listen to Muslim preachers and join their views the moment they say that Jesus isn't real? Why not? He's a theist like you. We're not casting him out. We're going away as we can explain those things. Fact is, bring up all the atheists you wish. They do not affect me. Being objective does not mean you're not allowed to critique. If you don't think and look at the problems, that's subjective. There are big gaping holes in the Bible. You had the opportunity to explain some and failed. I possibly have the highest objectivity here, as I read the Bible as a Christian and came out disbelieving. Many of the founding fathers were atheists or deists, so using the American Constitution was based on the Bible is ludicrous. The laws are no more coming from the Bible than the 5 prefixes of Taoism. Saying the law was for a particular time makes your God subjective. As for the people who walked out on Dan Savage, they had no answer. Just like you on Friday when you ran, cowering your tail between your legs, Zweema. Why are there 2 sets of the 10 Commandments, as they have changed? So to say the 10 Commandments are to last forever is false, and your God is supposedly changing them all the time. I quoted Matthews, I quoted Jesus, and you ran. If you are more convinced, then the indoctrination is set so deeply inside you, it's worrying. You offered nothing at all in that debate to get around the problems we pointed out. Your faith is about as strong as a colander. God is the paperclip link in your chain. You represented your faith at the highest level any Christian could. If a man lost his place for handing out DVDs stating the world was flat or gravity didn't exist, according to you and your logic, that's proof of their claims. That's very flawed, Zweema. Of course, your scriptures are coming under scrutiny, just like everything else out there. Yes, we pick at your weak points. Allow me to reiterate one of my older analogies for you. One, as you'll love, as you so enjoy portraying us as militant atheists. Think of the atheist-theist debate as the front line in trench warfare. Okay, so atheist in one front, theist in the other. Abrahamic religion specifically in this example. Unlike you, we are individuals following no set scripture. What does this mean? Well, your scripture acts as a map of your defences to us, whereas you have to find out what we believe personally. We just have to read your book, which you say you follow. Now, don't come crying to us when you get attacked at your weakest line of defence, as when a military attacks, it goes for the weakest points, whilst the defender must hold the entire line. The same goes reverse when you attack us. However, unlike you, we have no written dogma, and you have to scout out first. On the show, you seem to believe atheists were all the same, which is rubbish. As I have stated for the 100th time, certain Buddhists, Druids, Wiccans, pagans, etc. are atheistic religions. Some atheists are humanists, some misanthropists, fatalists, Stalinists, spiritualists, secularists, and the list goes on and on. So for you to state that we are all the same is pathetic and acts as one more place in which you are fully defeated by simple logic and shown to be a liar. Want you know what I believe in? Bring it on. Try and attack me at my weak points. I mean, you tried attacking evolution in this video, and I explained self-value. I did it in my what do organised religion and domestic violence have in common? As for the higher cognitive ability and morals, check out my new series, The Morality of the Godless. I am well prepared and well defended. Unlike you, when you asked a question, we responded directly in under a couple of minutes. You tried to tiptoe around everything and even tried to all outright avoid questions. You avoided Liv Life's question at the end about Jesus being God. I mean, how fundamental is that in your religion? I think you need to learn some debating skills, mate, rather than relying on personal attacks calling us fascists when we all spend 2 hours listening to you on Liv Life's blog TV. That's not just poor debating skills, that is outright rude. To me, it seems like we're going through social evolution. I don't believe that society changes and adapts to grow and strengthen itself. We're no more than white blood cells to a disease which has overlived its welcome. As for the scorch and burn tactics that you mentioned, where do you think we learned that from? Difference is, we're not burning people, only attempting to get them to use their mind which has been dulled by indoctrination. It's not so fun once the shoe is on the other foot, is it? We do not seek to control anyone, but to liberate those who are shackled by fear of eternal torture at your mythical god's pleasure. We will continue to fight for freedom, liberty and justice. Thank you all for listening. Please rate, comment and subscribe. This is Essence of Thought, out.